Hi, and welcome to this video tutorial on how to configure a standalone Oracle database environment using TrueSight console. Log into the TrueSight console and click on Infrastructure Policies in the Configuration tab, and next click on Create Policy. In this screen, enter the policy name, the agent host name where this policy will be applied, and enable the policy. Click on Add Monitoring Configuration. Here, select the monitoring solution as Oracle Enterprise Database. The monitor profile is Oracle Environment Monitoring and the monitor type is Oracle Standalone Database. Also, from here, you have an option to enable logging for the global monitoring settings. Click on Add to provide the environment configuration details. Here, enter a unique environment name for monitoring the Oracle database. A container gets created with this environment name, which will hold all the database instances configured part of this environment. The Oracle Standalone Database Monitor type has three sections. The monitoring categories and environment settings sections are applicable for all the standalone instances added part of this unique environment. We'll start with the environment settings configuration first. The environment settings configuration has two sections. From here, you can enable logging for this environment and all the standalone instances configured part of this environment. The device mapping consolidates the monitoring at a device level. By default, it is enabled, and the patrol for Oracle Enterprise Database host appears as a device in the TrueSight console. You can disable this feature to display all the instances and parameters of the KM under the patrol agent device. In the Java collector settings, you would need to provide a path to the Java home. If the Java home has been configured part of your patrol agent default account's profile, then you can leave it with a default value, else you need to provide the path to the Java home. Optionally, you can also provide any JVM arguments to start the Java collector if needed. The Java OS credentials can be left blank if the patrol default account has execute privileges on Java binaries. Else, please provide the credentials which has privileges to execute Java and start the Java collector. In the collection settings section, you can specify the availability collection interval, the data collection interval, and the long-running data collection queries duration in minutes. If any of the data collection queries are taking more than the time specified in here, the KM will cancel the query's execution, and those queries will be reported in the long-running queries attribute. After configuring the environment settings, please proceed to the monitoring categories section. From here, please select the monitoring categories that you would like to monitor. Select this monitoring category to be able to monitor the table spaces. You can also select the filtering mode in here to include or exclude table spaces from being monitored. And based on the filtering mode, you have to provide the table space names in here separated by a comma. Select this monitoring category to be able to monitor the Oracle database jobs. Here you can specify the duration in minutes for the long-running jobs and the overdue jobs. Now let's go to the standalone instance configuration section and click on Add. Here we have two sections. One is Oracle connection details, the other one is Oracle custom SQL queries. In the Oracle connection details, you need to provide details of the Oracle standalone database host, like the host name or the IP address, port number to connect to that database instance. In the connection method, you can either use the service name or the Oracle SID. Here I have used the service name, and also you can select connect a sysdba to be able to connect to the database using a sysdba privileged user, but BMC recommends you to use a designated monitoring user. In the Oracle custom SQL queries section, please click on Add to be able to add a custom SQL query for monitoring. You need to provide a name for the SQL query and the SQL query in here, and also you need to specify the collection interval in minutes. You can also select this checkbox to be able to get the query result as an annotation on the number of records metric, but this is only applicable when your query is returning more than one row. Now I'll add one more database for monitoring, and this time I have used the Oracle SID for the connection method. Now let's click on OK and save the policy. To verify if the configuration is correct, please expand the monitoring tab and click on the devices to see the results of the configured policy. Click on the Patrol Agent device or the Oracle Database Host device depending on the device mapping selection in the policy. The monitoring hierarchy should be complete. Review the Oracle Database instance level, instance status, and the instance configuration status. If the instance doesn't appear or the environment setting needs to be updated, please refer to the environment level configuration status and the monitor status at the Patrol Agent device level. For more details, log on to docs.bmc.com. Thanks for watching.